Morning YouTube, welcome to the Grumpy Bikers page, Isle of Barra. This is Monday the 7th of April. Look at that, is that not stunning? I'm actually just heading into Castle Bay to get myself some provisions, and then I'm going to go and find a nice beach to sit and chill at. I travel home tomorrow morning. The final check-in on the boat is 4:30 in the morning. But it gets me into Oban for 10:30, and the boat leaves at 5:30. So all good. Look at that, right out your back door, beautiful beach, like. Right, let's go for a drive. I stupidly came away without stuff to adjust my chain and sprockets, but the landlord jumped in to save the day. One of his boys that works with him likes bikes. He phoned them yesterday and says Charlie needs a 34mm socket, an extension bar and a T45. So I put the wheel nut up to what I think it's usually 110, so I just kind of marked it and everything else, keep an eye on it. I think I'll just get them done at the service, new wheel bearings put in as well, because that's 12,000 miles, so I'll just say to them to get new wheel bearings in, and give me the receipts for them, then I know they're all done. So it'll get me home anyway, so there you go. Right, down to the shop, let's grab a bit of food and then we'll take it from there. The videos today will just be, I don't know how people can spend hours editing videos. That was doing my nutting yesterday afternoon. So I'm going to leave this camera running to Castle Bay. I'll switch it off, go and get my food, switch it back on to get to the beach, and we'll do a wee video at the beach, and that will be the only video that I'm going to edit today, and I can do that through my mobile phone. Using Filmora and Wondershare on the phone, and I'll do it that way, because I cannot be arsed to sit for hours and hours just to do an edit for a video. I'm not that way technically minded anyway, so a wee great picnic bench sitting there. I might just come back here and sit and watch the world. That could fade away. Totally enjoyed myself. I've had the Croft all to myself, as I said in one of the videos. Absolutely, I love it. I love coming over here. I got to know quite a few of the locals as well, so they've helped me out if I need anything. Robert the dentist, if you ever see my videos on YouTube, I know he follows me. How you doing, Robert? Thank you for the wee chat yesterday. It's good to catch up with you. They call him Robert the dentist for obvious reasons. But I think he's a dentist, a postman, a taxi driver. I think they do absolutely everything. I think they've just got to, I think everyone in the Isle of Barra's got about 3 or 4 jobs each, which in a way is a good thing. Plenty of income coming in for them in the summer with the tourists. But it is extremely quiet just now. We were talking about that yesterday, that it's so quiet that even with the schools, I think it's the Easter weekend now, is already kicked in. A lot of schools are off. I know the kids here, they're off. They're off for nearly a month. So lots of chilling out for the kids over here. Now there's there's lots of cracking beaches here, but I'm going to head round the west coast side. There is a massive beach round there. Or I'll head round to the beach where the aircraft flies in. That's another thing I'd love to do. I'd love to fly into here, stay a few days and fly back. Robert, the landlord, was telling me that you can actually fly in the morning, have the day here, a picnic or whatever you want to do on the beach, and you can catch the 4 o'clock or half 4 flight back into Glasgow. What a day away that would be. I mean, that's something to look into actually, isn't it? If you catch a morning flight and then you catch an early tea time flight on the way back into Glasgow. What? Especially if it's a day like this. Wow, that would be stunning. A stunning view. So yeah, the field here on the right was set on fire. I was asking about it yesterday. What they do is they set the fields on fire to kill all the ticks. Just before the summer they have a massive ticks load. So to kill all the ticks off for the ramblers, the dogs and the sheep and whatever else it is, then that's what they do, they set some of the fields on fire. And then plus it allows the better grass to grow through, the newer grass to grow through once it starts. But that's the idea of setting the fields on fire. It's controlled, it's done by 1 or 2 people on the island. It's only them that are allowed to do it. So no doubt they 2 guys are probably dentists and plumbers or something as well. But yeah, it's only them that control the fires on the island. Now if you look down there, that's the beach. Over in the distance is the beach that I'm going to, the right sandy beach. That's where I'm heading to after I get my packed lunch out of the shop. I'm actually just coming into Castle Bay, so it really only takes about, I don't know, I'd say 7 minutes if you're lucky to get to Castle Bay, to the digs where I'm staying. I was going to head home today, but due to Calmac servicing boats and the ferries and stuff like that, there's been a kind of mismatch of what's available, what's not available, what's running, what's not running, which due service, etc, etc. So I've had a limited schedule here. So I've booked on for tomorrow morning's one, Tuesday. I didn't mind staying another night, it was only 20 quid, you know what I mean? Stayed another night over. See if someone would just give me a job here in a little cottage. That's me. I'd be here in a shot. I don't care what it would look like, I would do it up, I would paint it all, do whatever needs to be done on it. I'd do it all myself. And that is Kissmule Castle. I believe you can get a little boat ride round here. So this is Castle Bay. There's a castle there, Kissmule Castle. There's little boat trips out to it. Kissmule Cafe just down in the main street there. They turn into an Indian restaurant at night. Just down there, yeah. They turn into an Indian restaurant at night time, probably from about 7 o'clock onwards. Listen, the food is beautiful. Right, locals wave at you. They don't even know you, they just wave at you. They're mega friendly here, man. What was I saying? Yeah, the Kissmule Cafe turns into an Indian restaurant. The food is amazing, but it's quite expensive. That's the only downfall on it. It's pretty expensive. It's the only one on the island. Big Peter, the landlord, owns the cafe or the snack cabin, whatever it is down here, where you can get wraps and all sorts of stuff. Another wee wave from the locals. They're just amazingly how friendly these people are. So the Indian restaurant is quite expensive. As I say, I had a chicken tikka, chicken pakora, which was 3 kind of decent sized chicken breast bits, and a smallish kind of naan bread with rice. I was 30 quid. Now if I was to get that back home in Glasgow, it would probably be about 14-15 quid. But it is what it is. You come to these places, you're expecting to pay a little bit of extra because obviously it's supply and demand times, and getting the produce here. You don't mind. So I'm going to go into this wee blue cabin here, and I'm going to get myself a couple of chicken wraps, chicken and cheese wraps, some fizzy juice or water, and then head to the beach. Let's have a wee swatch. I don't know where I'm going to park here. I'll do. Fucking hell, a Carrera racing bike frame. That frame's probably worth about 150 quid. You could rebuild that, no bother. See, if I had a van, I'd be in the van. Right, talk to you later. I'm going to go and get my snacks. Right, that is me fed. Well, not fed. Got chicken wrap, chicken and cheese wrap, tomatoes, ham and cheese wrap with tomatoes, a couple of bottles of juice and a couple of bits of chocolate. That's me fed for the day. Right, the plan is to head to Vatersay beach. The wee woman told me it'll be beautiful up there now, it'll be nice and quiet. Not so many camper vans kicking about. So we'll go there. I'll stop at the plane crash. I think it's called the Capellina plane crash or something. I'll stop there, have a wee look at the memorial site. So we're going to head left, and it takes about 10 minutes to get to the beach. Right, so we're going to go left here. It says it's 13 degrees, it's nice though. Made an arse a ton of that. So just a nice wee bimbo. Taking the sunshine, taking the view. Look at it, right through the middle there you can see the beaches. It's crazy. Oh, little wee lambs. Unsure of the traffic. Hello little buddy. I mean, look at this. Why? Just every time I go somewhere I want to stop. So I think when I go back home tomorrow, that'll be my last week kind of bike trip away for maybe 2 months or so. I've got a couple of things I need to do, personal stuff I need to sort out. And then bike trips from there will need to happen as and when I book my holidays. Now we should have a cracking view of the beach that I'm going to up here. Let me just get myself stood up, you can see. Right. So Vatersay is where that wee white house is, round the corner into the cove. But look at this. If you have never been to the island of Barra, you have got to come here. It's so laid back, it's unbelievable. Locals love it. I mean, I was talking to someone a few days ago and he was telling me that they don't want the tourists here some places, some parts of the islands. because it gets too busy with camper vans. But surely that brings your income in. I don't get that. If you're going to get a really good income, especially just the wee shop that I went to there, they love the tourists. They can't be any more helpful than you know what I mean? It's amazing. And I don't understand this mentality of some of the locals that they don't want the tourists because they can't get out and about because of camper vans or hikers or whatever it is, or motorbikes even. Mental. That's your summer income. That is you. If you run a wee shop, that's your income for the year, because after the tourist season's finished, it does depreciate slightly. You still have your locals and stuff like that, but all your money really comes from your tourists. So if you've never been to the Isle of the Barra, or even the Western Isles, Outer Hebrides, South Uist, Eriskay, South Uist, Benbecula area, which is in the middle, and then you've got North Uist, Lewis and Harris above that. You're missing out, honestly, take my word for it, you are missing out on the scenery. Absolutely stunning. Well, the guy that's coming, this is going to be a bit... I thought he'd waited till I got by before they reversed out, but hell, there's another one. So I've been here now 3 days, and I haven't even seen a police car. I don't even think there is any police, to be honest with you. I'd imagine someone's a police on the island, but I've not even seen a police car. In fact, I've never seen a oh, hang on a minute. Fuck. Stay where you are, big boy, stay where you are. Perfect. I've never seen a police on all the years I've been coming here. So well, I'm in no rush to fly along the roads. I like my... just a nice leisurely cruise. Some bits of the roads are kind of rough. You need to watch all the loose shingle in the middle. So that is nice and warm. I just put my cargo pants on today, didn't bother with any bike trousers. Just a wee tad warm. 13 degrees and it's 10 to 12. There's a slight breeze, nothing much. So it's not even the hottest part of the day. And this afternoon I'll probably sit out the back of the patio, have my last wee can of beer. I'll sit in the patio and just relax in the sunshine before I go home, because I'll need to be there stupid o'clock in the morning. There's a car coming. Just you calm your jets, big man. Just you calm your jets. I'll go by you. So over on the left there, that's Castle Bay. That's where the Kissmill Cafe is. It's either Kissmill Castle or Castle Bay Castle. I'm going to Google that. I think it's Kissmill Castle. That's it just there. So I've had an absolute brilliant time. I just needed to get away and do a bit of de-stressing. I'm talking to my, that's a nice wee seating area, man, look at that, beautiful, sun's out, gorgeous. And look at this, I'm going to stand up. Now this is where the plane crashed. The story is that it was running out of fuel, so the only place to ditch the plane was here on the south side of Barra. It's just along here, if I recall. There's a few cyclists, and that is Vatersay Bay over in the corner there. We'll just get by these kids on the pedal bikes. Well, when I say kids, right, this is the plane crash site. Yeah. So I'm going to see if I can get in here and we'll take a walk down. Yeah, this is the plane crash site, so let's see if I can get a walk. I think I'll leave it in gear, just in the off chance. So down there is where the Catalina Memorial, right, so it is called Catalina. This is the memorial when the plane crashed. The story is that it was running out of fuel. The only place to ditch the plane was here. It made it here. It wouldn't have made it any further. So if this bike sits here, there's a couple of cars parked there, but it should sit there. It's not going to go anywhere, it's in gear. Right, let's go and take a look. That's not going anywhere, that will sit. Right, the Catalina Memorial. You can see some of the wreckage. So basically it would have thrown in over that way and come across. So it's obviously tried to make, well, I only presume that it's tried to make the runway on the other side of the island, which obviously didn't have enough fuel at the time. So this is a story, and what they've done is decided to leave the wreckage. Here we have just some of the plane wreckage. I'm going to have to Google how many. That tells you on the memorial, like the Garuda stuff. So yeah, you can see some of the wreckage here. Let me just check to see. In memory of the men who died and survived when the Catalina plane crashed in Vatersay on May the 12th, 1944. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them died in the crash itself. Very fitting memorial. Beautiful area. Let's go and have a look. So there's more wreckage there. One of the locals was telling me this morning in the shop that I just washed my feet. There's usually find family are still living on the island that went out and put photographs on it as it gets closer to the time. Jesus, to think that, what did I say, 9 people died, a couple survived, and I've just left the wreckage of where it was, 1944. Jesus God, man. So basically what it's done is came across and tried to get up over probably the valley and the hill, and it's just gone, ran out of fuel, and it landed here and it's crash landed. What a place, what a place. Jesus, didn't make them out of much in them days, did they? I suppose materials would have been tight. Sorry about the heavy breathing if you hear it on the microphone. Wow. Right, so that is the story of the Catalina air disaster. 9 people died, couple of survivors, 1944, May the 12th. Wow, what a thought that would be. If I'm heavy breathing, it's still because I've got my helmet on and fucking roasting. Right. Next stop, Vatersay Beach. Park up, have some lunch. Oh, right. And that is interesting to see. The little lady in the shop gave me somewhere else to look at, but it was like a girl's name. Can't remember what it was. It was like Juliana's or something, or Juliana's or something. Right, but anyway, that was interesting. I'm going to Google and read up the story on that one when I get back home. The Catalina air disaster. I'm only going by what the story was that I got told. It was a fuel shortage, and it made it to here. Or I'd have probably presumed it was more, look at that, more of engine problems, but someone told me it was fuel. Look at Jesus. Vatersay Beach. My God. And we think places like Ayr Beach and Girvan Beach is nice. Oh, fuck. You've got to climb over the shopping trolleys on the beach to get to the water. And then you've got to fucking shift all the plastic bags and the tampons and fuck knows what's in the water. There's somebody there got a puncture just... In fact, when they see you coming and they just want to keep going. Well, if he goes in there, I can get well. There we go. There you go. Not a nice place to get a puncture, my friend. Look, and I'm not waiting anymore. Fucking, they're shaking their head at me. I'm the one who's fucking letting people by. Fucking clown. Look at that. Right, well I'm going to grab myself a nice wee place in there to sit, and that's me for the rest of the day. There's a car park up there. And I remember there's got toilets not here, so just an off chance. Right. Back. Oh well, what's that? Lots of campers here. Right, let's get the bike parked up properly and I'll head. In fact, I'll turn it in that corner once that boy's away. Well, I'm here at Vatersay, but apparently you can't use the car park unless you're buying something from the cafe. So I'm parked outside it, took all the stuff off it that needs to come off. Look at the view here. Actually, this here, you can wild camp here where I am now. You can absolutely, well, there's somebody over there camping. So wild camping is legal here, so you can. And just in that block over there, there's toilets and stuff like that, showers. I've seen photos and everything of this beach before, absolutely beautiful. Right, let's go for a walk, have my lunch, sit in the sand, enjoy life. Look at this. Look at that, man, that's amazing. Just absolute fucking soft as. There you go. It's not very busy. And I'm just going to sit and chill over here. Stick my camera down on the tripod and then have my dinner, my lunch, and sit and watch. Right. Let me get the camera and that down. Don't want to drop my phone in the sand. Let's see. Right. Vatersay Bay. Look at that. Look at that. Right. I'm just going to sit here. Yeah, that's a bit of a cop out. You're not allowed to use the car park at the Vatersay cafe area unless you're buying from the cafe. No, I like trying to rip the pants off the tourists. Right. There we are. Sorted. That's me here for the day. Have my lunch, have my juice. If I have an internet connection, I'll upload this video. Should have brought a towel, but hey oh. Right. My lunch is a bottle of Tizer. Oh. I don't know what's in the wrap. It's either cheese and ham or chicken and cheese with Branston pickle. That's what I'm going to have. Another one will stay there. Right, something a bit different, not just riding the bike all the time. This beach is absolutely stunning. Most of the beaches are like this all the way around the Western Isles. In fact, actually from Vatersay area, as you start to come north, all the beaches look like this. And I take it come the summer, when the camper vans are out, you will not get parked anywhere near these places. That's why the wee woman said in the shop, you should be alright. It's quiet at the moment. Let's see what we've got for lunch. I just got her to make us up two and just stick them in a bag. I don't know what one's what. This one's ham and cheese in Branston. Guys, that wrap cost me £2.40. Oof, lush. Ham, cheese and Branston pickle. So yeah, when it becomes right into the holiday season, you'll be lucky if you can get into the lay-bys or the parking areas just at the back here. Will be chock-a-block. I would definitely come back up here and go camping for a week with my daughters. I think they would love it. I think I would hire a camper van. I know I slagged them, but come up here for a couple of days, go around the island, bring a dog in it with us. Wee Cooper, he can run mental. He's never seen the sea, he's never seen the beach. And he'll just go fishing crazy here, so he would. So yeah. Right, well, I'm going to sit here and enjoy myself. I'm currently sitting at Vatersay Bay. Highly recommend it. Right, I'm going to have my wrap, a juice, I'm going to lie back in the sunshine. It's 14 degrees, the very, very slight breeze, nothing major. And then later on this afternoon, get the bike packed up for early hours in the morning, and I'm going to sit my fat ass in the back patio with my last tin of beer. Right, thank you for watching the Grumpy Biker. Please hit that wee subscribe button if you like your video and give me a wee thumbs up. If you want to know anything about Barra, give me a wee shout, and if I can help you out with places, then I'll come back to you. Alright? Right, take care everyone, and thank you for watching.